I came in with road salt on my boots and a pocket full of silence. Pulled the truck off Juniper Lane where the porch light kept on trying. Your marigolds were sleeping by the fence, bent over in the dark, and the screen door sang a tired note when I stepped inside the yard. The kitchen held a coffee cup with lipstick on the rim, and a folded note beside the sink that said you needed time from him. I stood there hearing every tick go heavy in the wall, like the house itself was bracing for the moment I would fall. So I leaned against the counter and let the weather through my chest, while the old dog at the back step watched me lose what I had left. If love is a doorway, I missed it by a breath. If mercy is a river, I crossed it in my death. There's a shadow on that hallway where your laughter used to stay, and I can't unhear the midnight when you set your keys away. I drove through every bad decision just to end up at this pain. Now Juniper Lane, after midnight, knows my name. You were never born for quiet. You were thunder in a dress, turning every crowded room into a wager and a test. I was slow to show my hands, too proud to call it fear, so we kept two wounded languages and spoke them year by year. You wanted open windows, I kept checking every lock. You threw your hopes into the wind while I kept counting every clock. We made a home from borrowed pieces, from cracked plates and second chances, then watched 1,000 little sorrows teach us all their stiff advances. When the fighting cooled to whispers, there was more to grieve than sound, because the space between us hardened into something hard and brown. If love is a doorway, I missed it by a breath. If mercy is a river, I crossed it in my death. There's a shadow on that hallway where your laughter used to stay, and I can't unhear the midnight when you set your keys away. I drove through every bad decision just to end up at this pain. Now Juniper Lane, after midnight, knows my name. I tried your sister's number once, then hung up on the ring. Couldn't bear to borrow comfort from the life we couldn't bring. The radio kept fading in and out with some high lonesome tune, while the moon sat on the dashboard like a witness to the ruin. I passed the county courthouse where the flags were hanging still, and thought about the vows we made with all our careless will. No preacher ever warned us that the hardest kind of loss is not the one that breaks in two, but what survives because it's crossed. So I left the house key on the sill and turned the engine east, with a heart that finally understood there's no such thing as peace. If I could gather all those broken Sundays from the floor, I'd stitch them back with better words and ask for one more door. But time don't kneel and pride don't bend and roads don't turn around. They just keep dragging memory through every mile of ground. If love is a doorway, I missed it by a breath. If mercy is a river, I crossed it in my death. There's a shadow on that hallway where your laughter used to stay, and I can't unhear the midnight when you set your keys away. I drove through every bad decision just to end up at this pain. Now Juniper Lane, after midnight, knows my name. Now Juniper Lane, after midnight, knows my name. I came in with road salt on my boots and a pocket full of silence. I pulled the truck off Juniper Lane, where the porch light kept on trying. Your marigolds were sleeping by the fence, bent over in the dark, and the screen door sang a tired note when I stepped inside the yard. The kitchen held a coffee cup with lipstick on the rim, and a folded note beside the sink that said you needed time from him. I stood there hearing every tick go heavy in the wall, like the house itself was bracing for the moment I would fall. So I leaned against the counter and let the weather through my chest, while the old dog at the back step watched me lose what I had left. If love is a doorway, I missed it by a breath. If mercy is a river,